நீ இல்லாத நாளெல்லாம் நாளாகுமா? நீ இல்லாத வாழ்வெல்லாம் வாழ்வாகுமா?
1 Samuel chapter 27 verse 7. David lived in Philistine territory a year and 4 months. When Saul chased David, he escaped and fled to Achish, the king of Gath, and took refuge. 1 Samuel chapter 27 talks about this incident. Achish was a Gentile king of a Gentile nation, and David, a believer, a man who was after God's heart, anointed and destined to be the next king of Israel, sought refuge from the king of a Gentile nation. It's a troubling situation. Gath is a place that is approximately 23 miles away from Judah. Philistine had 5 important parts and each had different king. Gath was one among them and Achish was its king. David went there to take refuge. Once upon a time, David defeated Goliath. I am sure everyone knows that. Goliath belongs to Gath. It's a pathetic situation to flee and take refuge in the same land where Goliath was from, whom David defeated once. It portrays weakness in faith. David, who once was a hero of faith, who exalted the name of the Lord in the valley of Elah, who defeated the man who defiled the name of the Lord and the nation, who brought a great victory to Judah, the same David took refuge in the land Goliath belonged to. Oh, just look how weak the faith has become. Dear people of God, no matter how many sufferings and problems come in our way, it should only strengthen our faith and not weaken it. Just as the disciples prayed to increase their faith, we must pray too. We must not lose our faith because of all these problems and sufferings. This 27th chapter also describes pathetic things that happen to a man of God, a child of God, if they have gone away from God's presence. So dear people of God, no matter how many sufferings, problems and obstacles we may face, we must not depart from the will of God. We must always rely on God. We must trust in Him. We must be assured that no matter what happens, God will take care. Take refuge under His wings. The Lord will never forsake you. He will lead you. Do not be afraid. The Lord who has led you thus far will continue to lead you safely. If there is any safe place in this whole world, it is being in the center of God's will. Let us realize that and be careful not to drift away from God's will. Be with the Lord under His wings in the center of His will, and then all your obstacles will clear away. The Lord will lift you. Everything you do will be victorious. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God bless you.